Hello everyone, friends. The topic of this video is more than serious and concerns every man, whether married or single. In Russia, 83% of marriages end in divorce. This is official statistics, and this is shocking information. After all, a marriage that doesn't end in separation is already an exception. And these relationships are such a serious area of our lives that they have a direct impact on us, on men. Let me start a little from afar. 100, 200, 500 years ago, there was a very clear hierarchy, a division of areas of responsibility and authority. That is, a woman possessing her characteristic set of qualities, be it neatness, perseverance, or, say, affection, a certain care, compliance, fulfilled her natural duties, whether it was managing the household, and this wasn't a two-room apartment, it was an entire house, or raising children, and it wasn't just one or two kids, but 5 or 10. Accordingly, she took care of, so to speak, creating a home, as they say. The man, on the other hand, possessing a somewhat opposite set of qualities, such as stress resistance, aggressiveness, and determination, provided resources so that the family could exist. In other words, there was a certain symbiosis, a mutual complementarity. What was the family atmosphere like? Of course, the man was, in a word, the head of the household. That is, he made the decisions. Yes, he bore responsibility for them, but no one was able to contradict him. So, what were the boundaries, so to speak, that people didn't want to cross? What kept the family from falling apart? Religion? Yes. That is, whether it was Orthodoxy or Islam. By the way, I want to mention that in Orthodoxy, under certain circumstances, a man is even allowed to beat his wife. And this is not forbidden, so to speak. Well, by the way, many people aren't really aware of this. Divorce is considered a very serious sin. So there were boundaries. Then came communism, where they tried to preserve these boundaries. There was the Domostroy and so on. And even just 50 years ago, a girl who had just finished school, only 18 or 19 years old, was already focused on starting a family. Not just to date someone, she was already being prepared for this, and she was already looking for her potential husband. People used to get married much earlier. What do we have at the present moment? What do they show us on TV, friends? It's a situation where the main character of a TV series is a rich, successful, model-looking man who courts her beautifully, who is devoted, faithful, loving, and forgives her feminine weaknesses. And what about the woman? The woman just exists. She's in this